Before we get into the finale of Cosmos, I wanted to take the time to give a bit of a disclaimer and have a teeny little bit of a conversation. So some of the themes and conversations that happen in this episode may relate or make you think of what's happening in Palestine and Gaza at this time. This was recorded back in May, but we're not ignorant to the current events, so we need to make sure that we talk about this. Within the narrative, we are spending time on a war planet, as well as just some of the conversations that come up later even made me think about what's going on. So I really want to encourage people to look into current information about what is happening in Palestine and Gaza. What's happening is not okay. We here at Fayfinders do not condone it. A lot of people are dying. An entire generation has been lost. It's not okay. So I want to encourage people, look into the current information, donate to humanitarian relief, try and help where you can. Even just talking about it helps, as well as please reach out to your Palestinian and Jewish friends if you have any, and see how they're doing. The world kind of stinks right now, but that doesn't mean that we can't try and make it a little better by doing these things. So please, please put a bit of love into the world, and please enjoy the finale of Cosmos. Thank you.
Hello, and welcome to Fayfinders, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast navigating listeners into the vague and supernatural. My name is Ashley Elizabeth, and I'll be a dungeon master for Camping Cosmos. And with me is the marvelous Max.
Hello!
The amazing Amancio.
Hello there!
The cool Kai.
Huh?
The radiant Grin. I don't belong with all going on.
Okay.
Now let us blast off in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, come over here. Yeah, it's me, Ashley. I'm hiding in this little sewer grate like a goblin. But that's okay. I'm here to interrupt this episode and let you know that we've partnered up with Off the Beaten Path. They're the ones that do our opening music as of season 3, and it's so cool. So if you want to get 10% off your commission with Off the Beaten Path and get some epic music, use the discount code FAY10 at the checkout to get 10% off your order. That's FEY10 as the discount code. Now shoo, I gotta get back into my sewer. I'm skittering, skitter, bye.
Wonderful.
Woo.
All right.
Huh?
We gotta go. I really shouldn't have done that. I did like a very aggressive clap, and it was not good. Everything reverberated back in my spine. All right, so last time you guys finished, we started after you just learned that Presenia was a war criminal, a dictator.
Who isn't?
And then you were like, okay, we'll get you your rooms, and you all got your rooms, and it was, I know John and Score were together, and they had a party.
Oh yeah.
And who else was it? I'm trying to remember the groups.
Grumling was in Signal and was very sad after being dissed thoroughly at the dinner table.
And then it was Zara and Devotion. Then you guys went to dinner, and then ripped into Gromley, finding out that he'd been hiding some things with a little help from your little fae friends. And then the next...
What a total dingbat.
And then the next morning, you guys headed out into the walls, and you traversed the labyrinth. And as you were nearing the end of the hallway where you saw a sticker on the wall, a giant stone golem came out, and a couple of gargoyles. And you finished the fight, and that's where we ended it with John. I think it was John strangling someone with the wedding ring.
That's a small neck if you're strangling them with a wedding
It expands.
No,
It expands and it contrasts.
And then there's also
Constricts.
the piece of paper that is my wedding registration.
Yes, you did also have your marriage certificate.
That will slap people,
Yes.
will hit people with the force
Like-
of my marriage.
Yeah, like when you have a rolled up newspaper.
Yeah, exactly.
The strength of your marriage determines the dice you're rolling.
Yeah, but it's always strong.
D100 dice roll.
Yeah.
But that's where we left you with a little sticker down the hall. What are we doing?
Who am I strangling?
You already killed it. You killed the we finished the fight.
Oh.
You were strangling a gargoyle, I think. Or, no, I think it was the stone I don't know. You fucking killed my monsters.
Well, I think that was
All
a
right.
little too much fun for today. Why don't we move on?
That would be a good idea.
Ever onwards.
Let's get to it. Do we know where the scroll is supposed to be? Or just at the end of this maze?
You just see a sticker at the end of the hallway. Is anyone moving to the end of the hall?
John goes to look at the sticker.
Signal will follow.
Score's gonna send an echo to the end of the hallway.
Score, why do you keep using echoes? I'm like genuinely upset about this. These are your dead yourselves. You are actively
They're gonna die
ruining.
anyways.
He's just girly
No!
pop.
That was not the point of this. The point was that you are killing them. Like, what the fuck, man? I don't even swear anymore, but what the fuck, man?
I don't, clearly the sword decided that I am the most important timeline, so I'm just gonna assume that it's for the best of the multiverse.
That's so deranged. That is so self-serving and so fucking selfish.
I
and
bet that one was
bad.
an Italian,
Well,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine.
Hey, they're me.
It's not
If
fine.
they're
What the
me,
heck?
they'd want me to look out for me too.
You know what? I'm here
No.
for this reasoning.
That's genuinely not accurate.
Gaslight geeky girl boss.
No, like, what the fuck, man? I'm, like, not here for this plot point. You are literally killing other versions of yourself. There was a
here
whole
for any of her
fucking
plot
scene
points.
where we learned that you were wrong, and then you just kept doing everything. The same thing. We have fucked up at every
It's a
turn
very-
in this
it's a
campaign,
very-
and I
it's a
am
very
not here
important-
for it anymore.
It's a very-
Are you
it's a
fucking
very-
kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You're looking at a sticker. You're too lazy to go look at a sticker.
What
You
if
don't
there's
even
a
want to
trap?
walk. You're killing someone to look at a sticker? Like, what?
Hey, what if there's a trap and I die? That would be even worse.
No, that's not a fucking trap. You're just too lazy to go look at a sticker. Like, dude.
Okay, honestly,
Is John
as much
saying
as I
this?
love you all, yeah, are you saying this in character?
Yes. John snapped. John just snapped.
John like
John
slaps
has-
the echo
okay,
in the
sweet,
face.
no. Guys, John has the weight of the world on him. If we fail, he never gets to see his wife alive again, okay? Do you understand? He has to have a whole plan, a whole Shabbos goy in order to have sex with his wife, okay? Like, jeez. Like,
Sugar, I
he
need you to
wants
take
be
a
there
deep
for his
breath, and I
family.
need you to sit down. Everything's
John
gonna
sits
be
down.
okay, I
He's
promise you.
hyperventilating. He's laying on his back. Oy.
We do not have time for all of this as much as I appreciate the sentiment, Sugar. We need to keep going.
Are you ready? Look at me. We're gonna go in through the nose. Hold it. And we're gonna let it go. Wait, do you want to do it again? Maybe in? Oh, that's not a good look. That got worse. And out. Ooh. I didn't think it could get worse.
We got a multiverse to save. We should probably get moving.
Yes,
You're killing versions of yourself when you use that sword?
Well, I suppose, from my understanding, they're at the moment of their death anyways.
They're at the moment they could die, but they don't have to.
Oh, I mean, hey, if it was 50-50...
And you've only killed 10 instead of 20.
Hey, if there's an infinite multiverse, if there's an infinite multiverse, then every time I'm not using the sword, I'm letting a version of myself live.
Rose casts Calm. Just on John. So now
His face is bright red.
you're bright red, but you're calm. So it just kind of washes over you. Like, you know why you're supposed to be freaking out, but it's like taking too much escitalopram. Like when you're just like, you're realizing like, maybe this is over the limit, and then you talk to your doctor and we're like, I need to go back. I need to go back.
Aurora will pat over to you
What?
and do the every service dog thing and just flop.
He's gonna press on your chest. Which helps.
Well, since you
Yeah,
all
it's like a weighted blanket.
Yeah, but it's a dragon dog.
A dog. A big dog. Go ahead, Zara.
Since you all are going to have a moral dilemma while we're facing potentially a very serious thing here, I'd like to just walk over to the sticker and find out what the hell it says.
Score's Echo is also over there.
Signal is also over there.
Is everyone going over there or some people staying? Like, are you just sitting against the wall chilling out?
Everyone but Score.
Ollie, am so deeply considering getting John to just attack Score.
There's plenty of him to go around.
I'm gonna say that's not a good idea right now.
Ashley predicting that the session could end this session. It's not about the fact that we're going to have like a
Pick up
hard
the piece
combat
of
this
paper.
session. It's whether or not John just murders Score in cold blood in front of everyone else.
Yeah.
Ollie's getting their reward right now. So.
I became Bruce Wayne without the Batman, but
Maybe-
now I'm gonna fucking
Now
kill Robin.
you're turning into the Batman.
Harvey Dent without the face off.
Oh man.
Hey, Signal, that's Persenia's sticker, right?
You guys go to the end of the hallway, right?
Yeah.
I should tell you what you see.
Yes.
Is it a sticker? Do we see a
love
sticker?
to
Gold
know
star?
what we see.
Yeah, you see a gold star sticker up against a stone that has been carved into. And you actually see Devotion like crouch in front of it and like kind of like feel it, and he's very like almost like in shock looking at this.
Is it a good feeling stone? What's up?
Wow. I think this is it.
That's the scroll?
Yeah, it's a spell. And he takes out a piece of paper and some charcoal and he's like, do you want me to copy this?
Yeah, I'll
Burn it.
you copy a copy and then I'll get another one just so we have a backup.
Yeah. And he kind of like will do like the thing where you're like over the grooves kind of, you know, you did these as kids.
I do it with magic to one-up him.
Good for you.
Or in reality, I get Paige to do it for me.
He's just staring at
Listen,
it.
the
He's very
real
mesmerized.
sign of success is getting others to do your work for you. They're just like
But
Score's
the-
always doing.
The arcane words are in primordial. So, like, it's just magic. It's just magic, but it's primordial for,
ancient primordial magics.
Yeah, it's just for context.
Just for flavor.
For flavor! Ollie's on the floor now.
It's all
Alright.
John's mental space.
I guess this is what's gonna open the plane to where my mother is.
Yeah, only one last leg of the trip. Just gotta go to Cliffs.
Okay, before we do anything, John's back.
Jean shoots up from the ground and walks over to us.
He's a deep voice. He says, I'm Batman.
We can't go yet. We have so many things. If I'm gonna sacrifice my life and the happiness of my wife, which is, let's be honest, way more important than my life, we need to sort things out first. One, we need to figure out how to destroy the Cosmic Coalition. Two, capturing your mother, Devotion, was way easier than it should have been because, like, I think that was a ruse. We've been tricked at every single point of this journey. And, like, I truly think that we are on the wrong path. We need to get back to the ship. We need to regroup. And we need to tell Pardum that we've told everyone where he is.
Yeah, we did that a lot. We did tell pretty much everyone he told not to tell about him.
Do you want to do this in the labyrinth, or do you want to go back to the Great Hall and organize yourself? Because currently we're still in the walls.
The Great Hall
I think
might be better.
We
I'd
need to
rather
get
not
back
die.
to the ship. Would you two like to come? Because you guys are very powerful. We are probably facing our death. You'll probably see your wife. I mean, I don't know if you want to, but, hey.
We can't abandon the war here.
Is the war really gonna end or change?
We're losing. We gotta protect what we have. Honestly, we're just sitting ducks at the moment. We're just trying to keep up what we have. So the Fae aren't totally annihilated. We're in charge. We're not leaving our people.
Could we fit every Fae on this planet? On the cosmic?
What? How many people? I don't even know what the fuck a cosmic whale is.
Guys, what do you think?
The Fae kind of need to exist in the environment that they live in. They're kind of interconnected. I don't think we could take them away from the woods and just build them a new
Sure,
one.
totally understand that. Native biology should stick where native biology is at. I understand that. I studied environmental science in university before I got recruited. But here's the thing. The universe is gonna end if we don't do something.
Maybe, but
So, yeah, because we're facing the Prima that wanted to destroy everything, right? So, I'm thinking more allies on our side. We're saving the Fae from their fate, because hey, if we have more allies, we're saving them from, like, having to fight another day. Great. We can bring them back, maybe get some peace talks in there. Cosmos could help out. Why does this have to be the war planet, hey? I understand that we're disrupting the whole ecosystem of this, but war is never good. Like, that's not
You
like
want to take our people to go fight something even more dangerous.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
well,
not,
maybe we can drop y'all off somewhere.
That's
and
not
we can
rescuing, that's
explain
conscription.
what's happening. And then if they don't want to fight, hey, neither do I. So that's fine. Probably still gonna, but that's a choice for them.
This is your shit. We're not getting involved in your shit.
John, you're asking them to just surrender and then come back and ask for their things back nicely?
That's not how war works.
They have their fight
This
to
whole
fight, and we have our
planet
fights.
is operating on a lie, right?
Yes.
That there's no magic, like,
No, this one has magic. We're good here.
I feel like our universes are so disrupted already. So what's the point? Like, we should just try our best.
Should we?
And
do you want to
that's
do
what they're here doing, John. We can't ask them to leave this all behind.
You might want
Leave
to
what?
get them to leave, but
Fights.
it's their choice.
It's their home. It's their family.
So let's give the choice to them. I'm not saying
We've already said no. I know you're trying to convince us. We don't understand what's going on. I don't think we're going to understand within the time before you have to go.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't think there's any rush, because I think that what we're facing is a trick.
I think no matter what, there are forces that are moving, and that if we slow down, they could get to the end before we figure out what they're up to. Whether that be the Cosmic Coalition or someone we don't know about, we can't just stop now, or else it might be too late when we do get
Bromley,
going.
I'm sorry. I'm having a really hard time trusting you after we just found out that you've been lying to us this whole time.
And Gromley, John has a point. I get what you mean about not wanting our opponents, whatever we're facing, to get where they're going before we can stop them. But it might be worth it to evaluate our position and try to understand what's going on before we jump headfirst into our deaths.
I agree with that. I'm just
And I
saying
think-
that we can't stop altogether.
And I think you should not do it here.
Yeah. This is our fight. We gotta get to our ship, and we can talk there.
So, let's bring you back to the Great Hall. You can get your things from your rooms. Thank you for telling us about Persinia.
Thank you for telling us about her, too.
I'm glad you saw a different side of her. That's the Persinia we knew at the beginning.
I'm glad I saw what she wanted me to see.
It's not always a bad thing. Right. We'll take you back. Any conversations you guys want to have while you're, if you want to have one-on-one conversations while you're heading back?
I want to apologize to them.
To who?
Persenia's wives.
Maria and Rose. All right.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked you guys to leave. I'm scared.
War is never fair. A battle is never the last. The world keeps going. Whatever happens is gonna happen. And I'm sorry we can't lend an aid to you. We don't understand what's going on. I do accept your apology though. It takes a lot to admit that you're wrong.
You're facing a lot every day. You're facing the extinction of your people.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes bravery just to continue that fight.
Our people believe in Maria and I. They really do. We can't leave them. If we left him to go help you, the war, they wouldn't lose it immediately, but you're gonna lose the morale. It's so much more important. People need something to believe in. Currently, it's us.
For what it's worth, I understand why they believe in you.
Thank you.
I hope the war ends, and I hope you find safety for your people.
We pray for that every day. And we're gonna keep trying. Anyone else? Okay. All right. You guys are heading back to the Great Hall. You're now back in the main building.
And as you're kind of walking through, like, the hallways and all that, Zara, you're probably near the back with Devotion. He likes to hang out in the back. And he turns to you.
Mm-hmm.
Zara, darling, may I speak with you just really quickly?
Of course, sugar. What is it?
He kind of tries to, like, gesture to, like, kind of go into the hallway, like, one of the side hallways, just real quick. Just a little private concern.
She's gonna kind of watch the group for a second and then nod and, sorry guys, just one moment here. And then duck into the hallway with him.
So you're pulled aside by Devotion from the group down a hallway in the castle. As you're walking down this hallway, he turns around and he pulls out a gun that you helped him make. He points it at you. And then he points it at the wall. He fires, and a rift in space rips open and a portal appears. I want to invite you to come with me.
You're going right now?
I mean, do you want to stay with these people?
Well...
You can't... Zara, please. You can't tell me you actually like these people. Your actions have done nothing but prove this to me. Yes, you let Skull deal with his own problems, but you did allow John to almost die. I think you know deep down that you can do better than them. And better yet, I mean, how have you even made them better? A bunch of bumbling fucking idiots. What value do they give your life? Or what value do you give them?
Well, I can't say exactly what kind of value I add to them, but quite frankly, I have to say I haven't had this much fun in a long time. Reminds me of the nights when I went partying a little bit.
I didn't
But-
picture you a party girl.
I was. But that was in the past.
But is fun all you want?
No.
Is it fun that you're after? Zara, what at your core makes you tick?
I just like building things. I like being helpful. And don't get me wrong, Devotion, I fully intend to help you get your mom back. I made a promise about that and I intend to keep it. But maybe not this instant.
How have you been helpful? I mean, you've been a great help to me. Don't get me wrong, that's why I'm giving you this opportunity. Zara, we can make the world a better place. The elite teams fail over and over again. But that means there's an opportunity to take control. You can join me. Listen, I have influences across the multiverse. Just because the Black Whisper died with Mazian didn't mean his allies did too. My connections are still out there. A power vacuum opened and I took it. I mean, Cosmic Coalition has openings sometimes as well. This deal that you made saved me so many extra steps. Ugh. I mean, you found out about Gromley pretty quick there. But yeah, my plan is to end this horrible deal with Mundanus. We're gonna retrieve my mother, dead or alive, don't fucking care. And then I'm gonna be free. And we can do so much together, darling. So make your choice. Die with those idiots, or thrive with me.
The choice is yours.
She's gonna look between devotion and the rift. And take a step back. I am sorry, sugar.
Well, if I do see you again, I'll do my best to spare you. And John. I do quite enjoy John. As much as he is so stupid, he's quite nice. But I won't guarantee it. You made your choice, darling.
I
I'll miss
understand.
you.
And I you.
Maybe when this is all over. Well, I was gonna say we could reunite, but you'll probably be dead. And he walks through the portal and it closes.
I'm just gonna take a second and just watch where the portal closed and kind of wonder if I could have chosen better.
I will say, Kai, if you want, think about your epilogue.
I know. Honestly, it's fine. It's fine.
You sent it to me and I was like,
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose there's no going back now. And I'm going to rejoin the group.
So, where's devotion?
He decided to walk his own path.
Doesn't he need a lift
Like,
off the
Back
planet?
to the labyrinth?
No.
How'd he get away, Zara? What did he do?
I think he used that spell you all found on the wall there.
The spell opens a gate. I don't know if... I mean, he might have more properties than just that. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry, I'm not too familiar with all the magics you folks are. So I'm not entirely sure exactly what he did, but he opened something.
What did it look like?
Like a rift.
Did he say goodbye?
He did. In his own way, I suppose. But, that's neither here nor there. He chose that for himself, and, we've got a job to finish, so, I suggest we keep moving.
Right, but are we going to see him if we're going to use the same, means of transport?
I don't know if he's going to go to the Chaos Plane where we're headed. Then maybe. I don't know. No idea what his plans are.
Did he say what he wanted to do?
He just said he wanted to find his mom, so he could be free. I don't blame him for that, so I let him go.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. How did he leave?
He opened up a portal or a rift or something. I don't know.
How?
I'm not sure. I'm not a magic person. I don't know how that stuff works. Shall we keep going then?
Sounds good.
I don't think there's much else we can do.
Ever onward.
And Zara's just gonna start walking.
Bye, Rose. Bye, Maria.
Bye.
Thank you again. If you ever need anything, I have no way to contact you. So that's just an empty gesture, but I really messed myself over there. I mean, you say you pray for it every day. I don't know if I'm quite a praying man, despite being a literal cleric, but I'll keep you in my thoughts. If as much as that.
Isn't John Jewish?
Oh yeah, John's. But I mean, yeah, but he's also a cleric.
Yeah.
How does that work?
To his mother-in-law.
You know what? Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
What is that? What am I doing? I don't know which of the three I'm doing.
Gatekeeping.
What?
I'm gatekeeping?
No,
John-
no.
John is-
No. You're not doing any of them.
John is
I'm just saying
compartmentalized
gaslight,
his
gatekeep,
brain.
girl boss. Because you know what? That's what John's doing.
Ren, what were you saying? Let's just go back.
Two things. Does Signal have like a beacon or like a little tiny text message thing?
Like a
he
signal?
could, like-
Does Signal have a signal?
Does Signal have a signal that he
Who
can
does
give them in case they want to contact him?
This is your universe.
That is
Your
true.
rotary phone in your chest.
You would have a better ability to keep in contact with them if you were in this universe.
Okay.
You could link them to Kaz.
Yeah, that's what I'll...
Kaz just has to be your fucking middleman.
He'll do it. He's a reluctant
He
older
will.
brother.
He will. Especially because he's gonna be like, we're Persenia's wives.
What?
Alright, yeah, you can give him a device that links them to Kaz.
And then he'll like sort of open his arms up just enough to give a hug, but he'll like just stand there because he doesn't want to like do it without them not wanting a hug.
They like very awkwardly because you're massive. Just kind of like very awkwardly trying to figure out how to like hug you, and it's more of like a pat. And they're like, "What is this?" It's flips. Wow, flip.
Well, there's little buttons. Ooh.
There's a game on there. It's called Snake. It is so much fun.
Oh.
Yeah. Can I open it up and show them?
Yes.
You can't.
Okay. So we're like going around and we're making the snake a little bit. And
Ooh.
we're, like, John, my thumbs aren't what they used to be. And like, left, up. Right. See, if you press it harder, it goes faster. No.
Signal
Right,
just
left.
jerks a bit.
Oh no! The snake ate itself. Okay, try again.
Okay. We'll, it's fine.
Signal, can I have one?
Signal just like he looks like he's processing like the loading symbol.
Does John not have a phone or just no mobile games on their phone?
Honey took them off because he has a game addiction.
Wouldn't do his job or do the dishes. Just too busy playing Minesweeper.
Another panel will
Snake.
open up and Jim
Play solitaire.
just comes out to play.
He had a crippling Candy Crush addiction.
Addicted to buying Crocs on Amazon.
Listen, Gromley, I've never spoken about this to anyone, but in the fall of 2013, I spent $72 on Candy Crush. It was devastating.
Were you the person that they had to make new levels for? 'Cause there was a really
I
old
wasn't very
man
good
that
at
they that played them all. It kind of looks like you.
It was Cam.
Oh, no, that was my son. See, here's the thing. Cam is very good at Candy Crush. I try. But Cam has the delicate touch. He's a very forward-thinking individual. I am so proud of my son. I mean, he could really be making a lot of money on that thing.
Candy Crush
As long as I
esports.
could figure out a way.
Street esports Candy Crush.
Cans esports.
Candy's nuts.
Excuse me. Rose, I understand tensions are high, and I didn't make it any better, but I still don't expect you to use that kind of language.
I'm sorry, I was just using goblin mind.
Are you guys still
We are in the
playing
presence of
on
a child.
signals?
Yeah, we're still waiting on Signal.
Yeah.
I imagine that signal has like an arcade mode where a joystick kind of sticks out of the middle. It's just like a big round circle joystick.
Dude, that is so phallic.
Oh.
I don't
Signal
like
starts
it.
crying when you
Yeah,
say
I
that.
don't know
I'm
why
sorry,
that's
a big round stick
A
sticks
joystick.
out of the middle? What
like
the heck?
like a joystick?
Like a joystick.
Like an arcade joystick.
Out of the stomach, not the crotch.
Talk about high-waisted jeans.
So, are you guys going back to the ship?
Once it finishes,
Yeah, John
Signal's
John
just, like,
stop talking about his
T-posing, waiting for them to
joystick.
stop.
I mean, Zara's already on her way, so.
So, are you guys
Yes.
heading back to the ship?
Yes.
Okay. You guys go back to the ship. What are you doing?
John quickly goes to his room and cleans it.
You go to clean out your room?
Yeah.
Can people roll me a perception check?
Oh,
Okay.
A judgment check to see how well you clean the room.
dirty 20.
That's a 15.
Zara's blind.
Okay.
Do I have to roll something?
No.
Gromley got a 27.
Gromley and Signal, you see John cleaning out his stuff. Like, he walks down the hallway and you see he's packing up.
Signal will head over.
Are you leaving us?
I see this going two ways, Signal. We die. We go and we die. And I want my wife to not have to deal with cleaning out this room.
That makes
Or-
sense.
Or I go. And I go back to my wife. Because I made a promise that I would be there for my family and that this job wouldn't consume me. And I know that she gave me permission to be who I am, but as we inch closer to the final line and I'm believing less and less in the validity of this mission, I can't help myself and think my career has been one long indulgence in me, and I'm being selfish by not being there for my family.
Gromley softly knocks on the door.
I can't take that.
Can I
Hello?
Hey, can I come in?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I don't know if you're moving out now. If you are leaving, that's fair. After everything with, after everything, but after me doing all those, like you were in the right when you told me off. Both of you were. I was spineless. And I'm so sorry that I didn't think about what I was doing and how it affected everyone, but especially you, John. I don't want to get into a whole sob story about where I'm from and all that, but I kind of grew up being choked and strangled by red tape, and my family and how accomplished they were, and I thought promotions and work were how you are accomplished in life and how you make a difference. But the more I'm spending time with you guys, the more I'm realizing that stuff doesn't really matter. It's about doing right by the people you care about. And John and Signal, both of you, are amazing. You care so much about the people in your family and about everyone on this ship. And I'm sorry I didn't. And I'm sorry I lied for so long, or just omitted the truth, because it put you guys in danger and your families. And I'm sorry I didn't say something sooner after you guys trusted me for so long. And I don't know how things are going to shape up out there, but I'm going to do my best to keep you guys safe and get you home. I'm going to do everything that I can, even though that might not be a whole lot here.
It's okay that you thought that way, because you recognized it, that it was wrong. For a long time, I couldn't think at all, and when I did, I didn't have the strength to leave myself. And even now, even though I'm fine with death to save Mom, I still don't want it to happen, because there's so many other people to care about. And I can see that you recognize that too.
Thanks, Signal.
Cromley, answer me this. Do you really work in the archives department?
No, I work in human resources. I actually worked in the same department for almost 2 decades, and this job was the first promotion I'd seen in a while. So I didn't want to mess it up, but now I realize messing it up doesn't mean doing everything I was told. But no, it was human resources.
And obviously you weren't talking to your wife. You were
Supervisor.
talking to...
Yeah.
Yeah, and who's her boss?
I think she's technically in charge of the human resources department, but at least on the mission, kind of reporting to Norvos. He was the council leader, the one on our orientation, the communications guy. Yeah, it was him.
Norvos Idaloth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he brought us all together. And I wonder why that was what. I wonder why he chose us. Maybe because he knew that none of us would question anything. We would just follow breadcrumbs down a road to get to the path that he wants. It wasn't just you being manipulated. We were all manipulated. You made mistakes. Mistakes that hurt all of us. And broke trust. But it would be hypocritical for me not to give you a second chance, because I've seen that in my life. I've been given second chances. My whole life, work has been everything, and I didn't see what was right in front of me, what was important. This whole man that you see in front of you didn't come out of nothing. It came out of realizing that I was wrong. So if you're realizing that you were wrong...
I appreciate it, John. Yeah, I think that being on this ship with you guys has taught me more than every single book I've read in my life. And I've read a lot of books. That's not a brag. I know how wrong I was. I want to talk a bit more about Norvos, because I've just been thinking about it, but we might want to have a team meeting so we can all talk about this kind of stuff, because I feel like it pertains to everyone and where we're about to go. So I can give you some space if you want to finish packing, and we can get a meeting set up around dinner.
Just give me a second.
Yeah, for sure. And Gromley waddles out of the room.
Signal will follow. but not waddling because big boy.
Just copies Gromley's exact posture and walking.
Actually, yeah. That's much better.
That was such a good scene.
Oh my
John's
God, thank
packing
you.
up everything. He's like taking his books down from the wall, kissing them, putting them away.
All right. Are you guys letting the others know about a meeting? And Zara and Score, are you guys doing anything while these guys walk off?
Score's gonna kind of like sit in the common area and just kind of wait for everyone to get back from doing their things.
Zara is probably going to go sit next to Score. And for a couple minutes, she doesn't really say anything. And then she puts a hand on his shoulder. Score, sugar, I hope you're not mad at me.
Mad at you? Zara, no. No, I'm not mad at you. I knew Devotion was gonna up and run on us. I knew something was up with that guy. I should have been more forthcoming about it because I realize now that if he was able to dimension hop, to plane hop on us, he was probably capable of doing a whole lot more than I gave him credit for. And by not telling the rest of you, I kind of feel like I put you all in danger. So I'm not mad at you, Zara. I'm mad at myself right now.
That's not what I'm talking about, sugar.
Then what are you talking about?
About earlier, when I didn't step in.
Oh, like when John was kind of tearing into me?
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Sarah, but I mean, the thing is, he's right. Like, I know he's right, but I seriously thought that there could have been a trap at the end of that hallway. If that was Persenia's sticker, and what we knew about her from just the past couple of hours is true, I wouldn't have put it past her to leave something like that for us, or for anyone who came looking for her. And I didn't want John to have to never see his family again. I know how important that is to him, so I brought out an echo so that I could send it in front of John. And, you know, he saw it as me being lazy or wanting to waste my, I don't want to call them my resources. They're people's lives. They're my lives.
I'm the last person you need to justify yourself to.
And I know, but I feel like no matter how hard I try to justify myself to John, he's never going to take me seriously. You know, he's fed up with me. I definitely am not going out of my way to be amicable. I could be doing a lot better, but you know, we're facing something greater than I think we really understand it, so it's a little silly for me to say like I never wanted to be here in the first place. And I know John didn't want to either, but John made the choice to join the Cosmic Coalition. I didn't have that choice. I'm here because they house me, they feed me, they not again of my own decision here, but they also get to tell me what to do. And the more I come to understand how dangerous the reality is that we're facing, the more I resent them for putting my life on the line here. I mean, it all comes back to the coalition, doesn't it? That's why we're here. That's what we're up against, you know, but I feel like it's so much bigger than that. And so yeah, you know how John is saying everything's pointless because the world is ending, I feel like anything that I feel really is pointless. And so, I don't know, I understand where he's coming from, but I wasn't expecting him to get mad the way he did. I figured if I'm sacrificing the life of one of my alternate selves in order to potentially spare John, he'd see that for what it was in the face of cosmic annihilation.
Well, quite honestly, I think John is a little narrow-sighted in my opinion. He is also quite selfish in the fact that he really only cares about himself in all of this. So, quite frankly, he's got nothing really to stand on, as far as I'm concerned.
I don't think that's true, Zara. John has done so much for all of us, and he's
Well, that's
also
not my
seen.
experience.
I know what you mean, but he's also seen a lot of loss in his time. The work he's done for the Coalition has taken a lot from him, and he has a very, very strong understanding of the reality that we're up against. And he realizes that it could take him away from the things that matter most to him, which, now that I'm saying it out loud, I guess maybe sounds a little selfish, but
Look at you being all mature.
I feel like John is a good man deep down, maybe a little scared, maybe a little selfish, but it's a selfishness that comes out of love for the people that matter most to him. And I know that if it weren't for the fact that he would have to choose between helping us in our mission or his family, if it was between us and anything else, he would choose us. He is loyal to a fault, but on the hierarchy of loyalties, we are always going to be under his family.
That I agree with.
And I mean, I'm kind of jealous. He didn't really get a lot of time with my family. I lived most of my life without him, actually, and you have people that come into your life and people that go out of your life and people that teach you different things at different times, and you find more of who you are. And I don't know that necessarily we need a conventional family. I think family is the people that you surround yourself with. I think we're a family here. The way that we're at each other's throats, it certainly seems like most families I've seen. But yeah, I guess a part of me is still a little jealous of what John has.
I can understand that. But I do have to agree that us here is about as much as a family as any of us really have at this point, other than John.
I guess you are right about that, and I think that's why John is sometimes questioning a lot of our choices and our behavior. He's kind of on the outside looking in.
That may be
Grumly
true.
waddles in.
Hey,
Signal waddles in after.
Well, hey, sugar.
Are you copying my walk?
It looks fun. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to.
it's fine. It's just like I hope you're not making fun. I have small legs. I can't.
I'm
My
making
stride is
fun
very
of
quick
you.
because I gotta keep up with y'all.
I just really want to quickly say, Ollie and I have been muted, and when... Oh, there goes the alarm.
Are you gonna die?
Better now than in the middle of a monologue.
No, I put that on a half an hour ago.
Oh.
for myself.
Yeah, something's about to happen.
But when Zara said John's a little narrow-minded, we were like, John goes to Pride. John wears like
You said that.
I said that, and then like John wears the shirt that says like "Hug me, I'm a dad."
Narrow-minded,
And, like-
as in he only looks at him and his family, not the big
What's this
picture.
entire fucking team?
Apron says, "Kiss me, I'm daddy."
And Cam's gay now. But continue.
He was always gay. I'm sorry.
I just made it official. He came out. He came out right now.
Right
No,
now, he
Cam
just called
came
John.
out when he was 14 years old, and John said, "I love you no matter what," and immediately joined PFLAG,
Like, you see,
Parents
you,
and Friends of Lesbians and Gay.
you see what I mean? He only joined after one of his own children came out.
Okay.
He was waiting for it. He was like so excited.
He's had the tab open on the computer for years.
If I
he
go on
just
my
didn't want
own,
to
they'll think.
intrude. Yeah.
Okay, continue. Sorry, I just thought we were laughing really hard.
So we were just talking with John. We wanted to go over some stuff with everyone, with Partum as well, before we end up wherever we're gonna go. Do you guys know where Partum is?
I mean, I've been sitting here with Sarah, and we haven't seen him.
Is there a blobfish near us? They're just kind of floating around.
There's no blobfish on this
What
ship.
are the fish on this ship?
What is the name of this ship?
The fat whale. the fat humpback.
Yeah.
So there's little humpbacks, little.
Free Willy, the Final Frontier.
There's
That was-
There's little shark whales.
I kind of tap one that's swimming by me, and I'm like, "Can you find Partum? Do you listen to request Partum? Otter."
And he starts going down the hallway back towards the rooms.
I think he's got it.
And he goes in Persenia's room.
Partum? Cromley waddles over after the whale.
Signal will follow. But not
Anyone else
waddling this
follow?
time because he feels bad.
Yeah, following.
Yeah, of course, following.
I'm still packing.
You're still packing? Alright.
Partum?
You find Partum sitting on Persenia's bed, surrounded by all the stuffed animals, and just like holding one of them.
Aww. The stuffed animal
Okay,
is
he
holding his
kinda
double
cool
his
now.
size.
Yeah.
Partum, you good, bud?
Oh, yeah, I'm just making sure they're still fluffy.
We're gonna have a team meeting. I don't know if you wanted to.
Yeah, of course. Let's have a team meeting. I'll get the tea. Bye. And he gets out and he walks out of the room.
You wanted to have the team meeting with you, Partum?
Yeah, I'm going to the main area.
Okay. I thought you were waddling off in the other direction because you didn't think you were part of the team, and I was really sad. You want a team meeting? Okay, I'll go to the bathroom
I
then.
wouldn't put it past Ashley with the amount of hate we've given Partum.
Yeah, that's what I thought for a second.
At the end of the day, this is still his fucking ship. He goes into the main area and he sits on like the little ottoman that he always sits on.
Let's make some dinner before John gets here. What did we have at John's family's house? What was the food? It's like mac and cheese.
What food did you guys have?
John, what did your wife serve us? I'm asking Ollie and not John.
Tell us what food.
I truly can't remember. Probably some kind of kugel.
Some kind of
Yeah.
calzone? No.
Like a kugel?
Like a kugel, like a it's like a
I'm
dish of
Googling
like
this.
noodles and then like
It's like noodles and like a thick, creamy sauce, and
but it's solid.
I describe exactly that to the fridge the exact way you're
is
describing
there
it.
hamburger meat in it too?
I say all of that. I'm like, It was like kind of brownish in color. Did you guys remember any more details? I want to get on something that feels like
check.
Chicken. Do we have chicken? Okay.
What did Signal ask?
No, he's gonna do an intelligence check.
Okay.
17. Does he remember?
You remember it being called a kugel.
Signal will walk up to the fridge and just Kugel. I don't know if that picked up.
Yeah, you walk over to the fridge.
Kugel.
The fridge goes ding.
Gromley opens it with hesitation.
Signal's gonna walk back because he's still traumatized.
It opens and there's a hot casserole plate of kugel.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I was really worried that Kugel was a breed of dog and we were gonna have another situation on our hands. Oh my god, thank god. It sounds like poodle.
Dog comes out afterwards.
Signal's just gonna walk away and sit down with Partum. He can't do this.
I take out the Kugel and I put it on the table and I look around for a little fan that I can kind of waft it in John's direction to make him feel better.
Yeah, you can find like a dish towel and like use it to. Can you roll me a perception check, John? Ollie?
That's a 7.
Plus.
I have to turn on the computer. I was plus 3, 10.
It's probably very. I'm gonna say yeah. You smell it.
Smells like kugel. Smells like some store-bought kugel.
Are you going over? Or, like, are you done packing?
Yeah. 2 neat black duffel bags filled with everything parked outside my door. And he comes out and he's wearing black silk robes.
What?
It's his morning
kind
outfit.
of in the shape of a suit. And a black hat.
Huh?
John wears to a funeral.
Hey, it's his wedding outfit.
Aww.
Aww.
When you said black robe, I was thinking of a bathrobe, so that's why I was...
No,
Okay.
like, kind of like cleric.
Like an overcoat.
Oh,
I see.
you're like, okay, I understand now.
He doesn't look like a dad anymore.
No, he looks like a cleric.
Battle
Is
breeches.
he still wearing the Crocs?
Disturbingly, no.
There's no fanny pack?
No.
No sock with sandals?
No.
Oh my god. Signal starts
He's
crying.
wearing black leather shoes.
Oh my god. Aurora starts crying. This is a travesty.
Jesus Christ.
Is that kugel I smell?
Yeah, we wanted to make it for you. Are you okay? I mean, beyond all the
getting down
normal
to
stuff.
business.
Just what?
Beyond all like the
Getting down to
normal.
business.
Getting down to business?
Right. I will be right back. And Score disappears
we-
into his room.
Are we getting changed? I have a nicer clothes I can. The food is warm. I don't know if we can put it back in the fridge to heat it back up. I'm gonna get changed later.
Of out the hot food, of in cold food, warm the
John
food.
serves himself some kugel he's eating, man. Like, good egg noodles.
Thanks, I
Who
asked
made
for
this?
them.
Did someone make this? Where'd you go?
The fridge. I still don't understand how it works. And he looks at Partum. Is there a guy back there? Is there like a little food wizard?
Yeah, his name's Gert. He just hangs out back there.
Wait, he's not here. What? Wait, no. What?
Wait, can we meet Gert?
Gert!
Hey,
It-
Gert.
Wait.
How'd you learn to make kugel?
The fridge door bursts open from inside. You see a goblin in a potato sack and a
Wait.
bedazzled belt. Gert.
Wait, no! This is my story! No! No!
Gert.
Gert has PhD in psychology.
I know! You get out of here! This
Well,
one's
that's what you
mine!
get when you have a PhD in psychology and you don't become a therapist.
Nope.
You already had a season. This
It
one's
is
mine.
sad out there. This is a
I'm the goblin from
Deep
this one.
this is a deep reflection of how bad the psychology industry has gotten. If you don't become a therapist and you've got a PhD and you're not a professor, like
Gert is also a pirate.
Yeah, we know. Like you had your time to shine. Now
Gert
it's
can
mine.
play the fiddle. Gert can play the lute. Gert's
Gert.
good at bossa
You should ask Gert if he knows anything about devotion.
Gert knows so much about devotion.
Score returns wearing like a long, red gown with like a slit that goes like just like an inch below the waist.
Ooh.
Gert, do you know anything about Devotion's parents?
Gert will see Gromley at the family reunion.
I know.
And he closes the door.
Like that? No.
Wait,
You
no,
can't
John
just be.
opens the door.
He's not there.
Gromley hits the
Gert,
wall
what
the
the
hardest
fuck?
you've ever seen him hit something. Like he punches so hard that his knuckles are like really sore, and he has to like massage them.
No one's paying attention to Score. No one's saying.
What did I miss? Like what? Who was that?
The stupidest cameo I've ever seen.
What's a cameo?
It's when
I mean,
a guy
I
shows up and you didn't want to see
do
him.
I need to go get my
but he's
cameo?
there. He's getting his freaking
Gert.
royalties. You've already got the treasure from the first one. I want to see him.
John
again.
opens the salad drawer. Gert! Gert
He's nowhere.
opens the cheese drawer. Gert!
He's nowhere.
Is there a salad drawer and a cheese drawer, or is it just a fridge?
It's the fridge. It's just the fridge.
Yeah, it's a fridge. It's just an empty fridge.
You know what, my kugel? I don't want it anymore.
I will absolutely eat your cookie.
Yeah. They're like, make a name for yourself. It'd be great. You don't have to live in your cousin's shadow anymore. And then he shows up, and he's been there the whole time. And I need to take
Dude,
a
your
break.
cousin has a PhD
Yeah.
in psychology
Mhm.
and is working in a fridge.
And he was
I
a
think you
pirate.
won.
No, he's doing this for fun. Like he's already like. I'm angry.
Do we want to have the meeting over dinner?
I wanted to, and then someone showed up and soured the whole thing. It's fine. Let's just move past it. I'm fine.
All right. Does someone want to catch me up on what's going on?
Is anyone else?
Pardon, we
wanna
have
go?
told everyone
Yeah.
where you are.
We.
Like everyone that we have met. Everyone that you've said not to tell, we've told.
Huh?
We have massively forked up.
Yeah, we kind of just like had three things we knew, and we did tell them to everyone we found, and one of them was you, and the other was this whale. So a lot of people know about you and the whale. Summer Song for sure. We definitely told Madonnas. Bivium, 100%. We did tell Bivium. Prolium Ordo, I don't remember, probably.
It would be easier to create a list of people we haven't told, but I can't think of anyone.
Yeah.
Prolium passed on.
We might have told Prolium.
No, he's the Raven Queen told you that she took over the Pact of the Sword
Oh, okay.
from Prolium because he was just done. Like, he was just done with all of this, and he just wanted to pass on.
Oh, also Prolium's dead.
He was such a good friend of mine.
I'm sorry, but on the worst side, Bivium and Mandanus know where you are.
Vivian's not, I don't think, maybe Vivian's a problem. Madonnas?
Yeah, they seem like a scamp. Like, kind of like
Also,
a rascal.
Bromley has been lying to us this whole time.
Yeah, so I'll get
He
into
knows
it.
the errors of his ways now, but we're pretty sure Norvis Idolath organized us all because we wouldn't ask any questions and we would
Norvis-
just follow.
Who the fuck's Novos Udala?
He's a Triton.
He's from the bureaucracy planet. Do you think of anyone from a bureaucracy background?
I can preface. Well, I can just. I was a bad boy, and I, not like a cool kind. I did a bad job.
You need to
basically, I was not in the archives department. Actually, was in the human resources department, and Norvos showed up and said that I was on the Cosmic Coalition team, but that he wanted to figure out what was happening. Which is kind of weird, actually, because I don't think the council is supposed to have any oversight over the Cosmic Coalition or the elite team specifically. Anyways, yeah, I was supposed to report back to Janet, my boss, and Norvos. I haven't been. I mean, I've been taking notes, but they don't have anything on us specifically. But they did.
Except where my friends and family live.
Yeah, they did want to meet me, and ended up meeting me in Twinsville, which was bad on my part. I'm thinking about it now. Yeah, they're from Kliss. So I don't know how they got to Twinsville.
Oh, there's the second
Because the elite
one.
team is the only ship that goes between.
So, I'm just throwing this out here. Of all the prima that are left unaccounted, one is bureaucracy. Do you think Ordo would have anything to do with this?
Ordo and I did not get along.
Well, we're pretty sure. Well, I'm pretty sure he knows where you are. As does Mondanus and Vivian.
I don't understand. I mean, no. Ordo joined the hierarchy of what was going on in the Kliss universe. He just assimilated himself into society. That's how he chose to continue.
I am almost certain that we are walking into a trap. And knowing what I know now, knowing what we know now, I think it is a trap of the Prima's making, or the ones that are left over that are not happy with the lot that they've chosen. Mandana seemed pretty pathetic. Vivian's operating a cave of wonders. The Prima that we meet are just kind of sad and pathetic.
Has-beens. Yeah. Not that you're a has-been, but I guess you,
I mean,
you
I'm
has
doing great.
You seem fine.
Well,
thriving.
everyone else wanted to leave what we had made behind, but I'm a creature of habit. I wanted to keep creating, and I didn't want to stay away from. I didn't want to stay away from the creatures we created. So I made the Cosmic Coalition. Part to keep things in order, and part to still be around. And Ordo didn't like that I was trying to control his universe.
Yeah. Do you think he might plan an attack on you?
We can see what he's doing. I can search up his name. It'd be in the records.
Speaking of searching up, I'm gonna look into Norvos a bit, because I'm just like, it all does come back to him.
Yeah.
He set us all up. He put me on the mission to spy, and he showed up in Twinsville. Also, I didn't really think about it before, but he was with Janet. I don't think she said a single word, which is not like her. Very talkative and bossy. I mean, she's my boss, but she's bossy. But he did. he did kind of take control. Yeah, I'm gonna look into him. I'll see what I can find.
I'll look into Ordo's identity. You each can pull up like a panel.
John continues eating the kugel.
So you're looking into Norvos. Is anyone looking at Partum's screen?
Presumably part of him.
I
John's
feel like
chewing
Signal is
behind Partum in his ear, looking.
I feel like Signal's like sitting beside Partum, so he would be looking at the screen.
Score Zara.
Score is also standing by Partum's screen.
No, I'd probably be a little bit away, so I wouldn't be able to see it, I don't think.
Okay. So for anyone watching Partum's screen, while Gromley searches up Norvos, you'll see he puts in the name Dosh von Turula. Okay.
You had a fun time creating that name, didn't you?
Oh, you have no idea. You really have no idea. So you see Gromley. All records of Norvos Udaloth start 30 years ago.
I look
all
at the
record.
exact date, and I just look up and I ask John, when was the events of Faith and all that stuff? Is that
20 years ago.
20? Okay, never mind. Go on, Ashley. Sorry about that.
Devotion is 30.
All events of Dosh von Turula end 30 years ago.
Wait. Pardon?
Ollie's walking out. Oh no!
I kind of move my screen next to Partum's.
Ollie's
Huh.
standing in the corner. Ollie wants
Well, that makes a bit of sense.
Fuck.
That's also, yeah, no, that's 3 for 3 in terms of definitely knowing about Partum. And
Ordo implemented you as a spy to me, and he knows I'm here.
I haven't told him
Technically,
much.
he's implemented all of us as spies.
But specifically, I understand that, but why? What did he want?
Information is all I can gather. I mean, he wanted to figure out what was happening. He wanted me to exactly say what. Maybe he wants us to fail so he can have control of the team? I don't know.
Maybe he's keeping tabs on Partum if Ordo is the prima of order. Presumably, Partum interfering with that order is something that he'd want to keep an eye on.
How long has he been a part of, or been the head of the council?
I don't. He starts scrolling. He's like, 15 years ago, he was given title of, joined the communications. 10 years ago, gained title of head of communications. I need everyone here to tell me what they know about Norvos. Listen,
He's blue.
it needs, okay, I understand that, but is anyone here else working for him? Where's Devotion?
Devotion left.
He went in a
He
hole?
left about 45 minutes ago.
Actually, 56.
He left about 56 minutes ago.
Sorry, he went in a hole,
He left
right?
to another dimension.
Yeah, dimension.
How did he do that?
Sarah?
I'm sorry. I'm not exactly sure how.
Was it just scroll?
Okay,
Was
visually describe everything you saw.
Yeah.
Well,
A scroll, a magic item?
Any hand gestures?
No, he just shot a gun at a wall.
He shot a...
He shot a what?
Where did he get a gun?
Who gave him a gun?
Me?
Why?
You gave him a magic dimension gun. Did you know it was a magic
No.
dimension gun?
I thought you didn't know magic.
I don't.
John orders another kugel from the
Score is
Look.
like busting up laughing at the idea that Zarek gave Devotion a gun.
Look, whatever.
I told
he-
Sam, as soon as you gave him the fucking gun, I was like, they're fucking stupid. Sam, they gave Devotion a gun.
So did you know it was a magic gun, or did you think it was just a normal bullets killing gun?
No, it was just a normal gun, I swear.
Like the killing bullets kind that you
So
would trust
he
on a
could have
ship?
just turned around and killed any of us at any point.
Sure. But whatever
Okay.
type of magic he used was his own. I don't know any magic at all, so like I wouldn't have been able to give him anything. That
You see Partum scrolling through his little, like, screen, being like, portal, gun. Like, just fucking searching, and he finds a screen of another Triton woman with, like, beautiful, like, dark blue hair, pirate hat on. It's just like, that's not him! What is this? This is a pretty woman. Ah!
Who's that?
Is there a goblin in the background? Why is there? Oh, why is he
that
everywhere?
Gert? Look at Gert. He's in the background.
He's in the
of
background
picture.
of this picture. Why is he? He's like he's like friggin' Slenderman,
Gert,
but not
tell us more
fun.
information.
Gert, this is Elmira, Siren of the Sea Hair. She's a wizard. She invented this gun. I don't know.
Pirate wizard.
Trying to read.
teleportation.
The pirates dealt with they dealt with an issue that we were supposed to deal with. How? They got rid of the Black Whisper. That gives me dickle. How did Devotion learn this?
Probably stole it from the
Is
pirate.
that around the Dead Sea?
What did you say?
Is that around the Dead Sea or some sort of sea? There's like, well, I mean, there's seas everywhere, but Devotion did say that he had a kerfuffle that ended up with him plummeting into a sea of some sort. Maybe he's
The Astral Sea.
the Astral Sea.
Probably made him walk the plank.
The Astral Sea's a plane. It's just a harmless plane that.
But he did say something about pirates and a wedding. Do any of them have wedding rings?
And Mira's married to her first mate. Ooh.
Well, certainly no one else has ever gotten married, so. maybe
Yeah, I think
it's,
that's the only one.
But I don't understand how he correlates with them.
He was with them before he was with us, I guess. Or at
Well,
least
how
he
do we know
used
that
them
there's-
and stole the gun from them.
There's so many pirates. How do we know that it's them?
Because she made the gun? Alnir, this lady, right?
But it doesn't prove what's the connection.
I mean,
Between the gun, what?
he did mention something about the Black Whisper.
What did he say about the Black Whisper?
Sorry, DM, real quick. Exactly what did he say? Because, like,
What did he say
I-
about the Black Whisper?
He said that the Black Whisper, in its name, died with Maisie and Adala,
yes, correct.
but the people didn't, and now that they're now under his control.
I missed that part.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're his allies.
okay.
And do you know who the Black Whisper are?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, like when he had mentioned it, that's why Zara's like, "Nah, I ain't going with you, fucktard." Like, okay. So I'm just gonna the Black Whispers are under his control.
What do you mean he has control?
He said that the people didn't die, and they were under his control.
Partum starts scrolling back and goes to like his little history in the, on the screen, and brings up your last conversation where you all sat down, and we're talking about Maximus Dio, who was killed by members of the Black Whisper, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
By Celestials.
Oh, his dad. Devotion's dad?
Who's his dad?
Maximus.
Nope.
Oh, Keyleth?
Caro.
Caro. Who was Maximus?
That was the friend of both of them.
Okay, so it's safe to assume this guy's actually not dead.
What, Maximus?
No, Maximus is dead.
Zara watched Maximus die.
Yeah. Like, I buried that fucker. He's dead.
Talking about Caro, the partner? The father?
I mean, Caro went off. From what I know, he passed away. That's what the record says. I don't know how. He just...
Maybe the records were falsified.
No, the Cosmic Coalition checks into... well, I don't feel like I should say that the Cosmic Coalition does their shit anymore.
I think that's a good assumption.
But... I don't know, I can't say... I wish I could say he's dead. I would hope that someone double-checked. That's what they're supposed to do.
Maybe we should.
Okay.
What can you tell us about Ordo? Like,
Lord?
were they... Because the only reason I can figure of them covertly behind the scenes taking control of the Cosmic Coalition is, like, they want power or control to do something, right?
But why Tenebris? That's a very... that's a very drastic measure. We gave up our powers to lock him away. Why are we playing with this?
Maybe Ordo wants them back. Maybe Ordo didn't want to give up their powers, but knew that if they said no, they would have been imprisoned.
And so waited for all of the members, all of the primos, to become has-beens, to
lose their power.
Exactly.
Because in terms of influence, like, they have all of the information the Cosmic Coalition has, except what is on this ship, except for us. But clearly that boundary is not... They don't want it, and so they're trying to get around it through me, or through spying. Pardon. So, because I've been thinking about this, he showed up in Twinsville. The Cosmic Coalition... The elite team's ship is the only interdimensional vessel except they can send transport to the coalition, to the whale itself, right? Like,
only the demi-plane.
But wherever we go, they can send a ship to where the whale ends.
No. There's a demi-plane that I'd like to dock in. Where I take us, we're en route to it right now, where it's private, it's out of all the universes. It doesn't belong in any universe.
But when we parked over Stry, like, we must have been followed. There's no other way they would have gotten to Stry unless they had taken a ship to the demi-plane we were parked in, and then came out with us, right?
I don't understand. When did you meet with them?
They were on Stry. Our last trip to Stry, to Twinsville. Right?
Like, when did they arrive?
It was right near the end. We
had already been there. They couldn't have followed us through.
Well, then how else would they have gotten there?
Well, clearly there's more information that they have from us
than we're aware of, and you didn't give them the information, so who gave them the information? Who here's been talking?
I mean, if
The
he's been
world's
in
gonna
command...
end.
What I'm saying is, if
Fess
he's been in command for
up.
20 years, he might not need a single person to tell him this information. He might have other ways to get it.
But no one but the elite team has access to it. It's classified. And so far, you're the only one we're aware. So everyone here needs to fess up.
I've been talking to my wife.
Have you told her how to navigate?
No, but I told her that I was going to come visit.
I told her that I loved her.
Yes, but that was afterwards. Who else had access?
Is it possible that Devotion gained access?
I mean, yes, but... Zara, did he say anything else?
He took down the scroll. Like, he copied the scroll, and he didn't... If the portal gun already worked...
I'm sorry.
He
He took down the scroll? He
Yeah.
has a copy of the scroll?
Yeah.
He wanted to save his mom, I think.
Does this scroll only open the gate on Kliss? Like, it just
You
opens
have to file paperwork to get to the door. Clearly,
If he's working with Norvos, then he has the paperwork. He doesn't need it.
Do we know that he's working with Norvos? Did he say anything?
No. But...
I mean, Gromley, you're not the one who spoke with him last. Zara, did he say anything?
He just said that he was gonna find his mom dead or alive so he could be free.
And she's in the realm of chaos.
Yeah.
He also said, do you want me to repeat?
Yeah, just quickly repeat.
He said,
Because then he mentioned the Black Whispers.
where is it? He said that it made it a whole lot easier for him.
Where is it? Actually, this little deal you made saved me some extra steps. The first part of the plan is to put an end to this horrible deal my mother... So... He also said he had influences, maybe even in, the Cosmic Coalition.
I mean, he couldn't have been talking about... Maybe? He did...
I need so much more clarity than that.
He wasn't specific. He just
What
said...
did he...
He just said that there was a deal and he had contacts within the coalition.
Well, I think we answered that. And with that,
I didn't think
not
he was
ending.
talking about...
we're not ending the episode here yet, just yet. Kai, do you have an idea for your epilogue?
Yeah?
Okay. You let Devotion go.
Mm-hmm.
You agreed to take Devotion on as your ward and protect him from getting hurt.
No.
All of a sudden, you all see Zara disappear. She's snapped away. Zara, you appear before the summer song, before Mondanis. With Devotion at his side, bloodied. Mondanis looks at you, and he puts out his hand. Your gun.
I hand it over.
He begins to make sure it's loaded. Do you understand the deal you made with me?
I do, sir.
Do you understand where devotion went without your... well, what was supposed to be your watchful eye?
I had an idea.
Devotion's head perks up, and you see this, like, black, inky liquid floating in his eye and around his face and peeling into his skin. I don't call that very safe. So let's make sure the safety's off. And he fires and he shoots you straight in the head. What happens to Zara when she dies? When everyone will eventually figure out what happened to you?
Zara will have arranged to be brought back home to Gammy, and had left specific instructions, if it was allowed, to be put to rest with Maximus.
How is your family affected? How are the people in your life affected?
I can imagine Gammy would be absolutely devastated. My father as well. My mother and sister would probably take it hard, but not as harshly as the other two. But, yeah.
Is there anything else you want to give Zara?
Can I give her some plot armor?
It's a little too late. I just want to make sure you, Kai, get to send her off.
She would have left, she would have left a note for everybody in the ship's mechanic room if anybody had went to go look. Specifically where she would always kind of sit with herself and enjoy the quietness that the machines offered. And the note would basically say something along the lines of how much she enjoyed her time and how much she didn't regret coming in and following everyone the way she did. She loved all of you. You were like a family that she felt she only got a part of back at home. So she hoped that moving forward, you would all continue to be that family for her.
For the rest of you, Zara disappears, and you hear the faint melody of a flute.
Zara?
So the summer song liked the flute. I'm guessing that didn't turn out well.
Zara? Did you learn magic? Is this you can like, you got us, but you can come back now.
So I made a deal with the summer song to protect devotion.
You don't know what's happening.
I know. But this 2 + 2 = 4.
Just want to make sure.
I know I don't know what's happening. I know John's dumb, but he's not that dumb.
Okay. Well,
So, do we try and find Zara? Because I'm guessing she's with the summer song.
What do you mean you're guessing she's with the summer song?
The flute.
The flute. That sassy little bing chilling.
So we have to go get her. If she's with the summer song,
Pardon, we have royally messed up.
You can swear.
Please
I'm
don't.
really working on not, actually.
We fucked up really badly.
There we go. Okay. Sorry, I feel like I needed to hear it. So if you didn't want to say it, that's fine. I needed to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what we need is you to guide us a little bit now, because...
So we're just giving up on Zara.
No, I'm not saying that we're giving up on Zara. I'm saying we've lost devotion, we've now lost Zara. We don't know where the heck they are. I'm guessing they're with Mundanus. We have also, at every turn, betrayed Pardum. And where he is. We need to figure out a plan of what we're doing, because we cannot follow blindly at every trail and breadcrumb that we do, because that has led us to this situation.
Yeah. We've been 2 steps behind whoever, I guess Ordo, or whoever else they're working with. We've been 2 steps behind them this whole time. And if we get to the finish line before we can catch up, then they're going to accomplish their goal, which probably isn't good for Pardum or for us.
Well, if Ortis is the problem, then Ortis is the problem.
Ordo Norvos, yes. I do like how you just combine the two.
That way.
Nervous.
What's their ship name? Just use that.
All right, where are you guys going?
Just try, I guess.
You guys head to Stry. Are you guys going directly to where you know the summer song is?
Wait, Stry is...
So wait, I thought that summer song wasn't on Stry.
He's on Stry.
I thought he was in the
Remember you
godly
met-
realm.
That's on Stry.
I thought Stry was the bureaucracy realm.
Nope. You guys have not gone to the bureaucracy realm.
Is that not Stry?
Because you guys were going to go to the bureaucracy realm to file the paperwork.
You're correct.
In
That's
my
Bliss.
notes,
I
godly
have-
realm on Stry. Do you mind if we go first, get some backup with
Yeah.
my mother-in-law, and then also an old friend?
Yeah, we need allies and we need a plan. And I don't think we can do that alone.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
They expect us to go to Bliss. They expect us to do the paperwork and go to the gateway. And the only way we win is if we don't. At least not yet. Not until we know more.
And not until we...
Pardon, what do you think?
I think we need to get Zara. You
Yes.
said you wanted to get backup?
Yeah, I know a guy. Let's go to Chuck Wood. I don't remember his last name.
Charlie Chuck Wood.
Yeah, Chuck Wood.
How much
You-
wood can a chuck? If a chuck.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck?
Okay,
could
so
chuck
we...
wood?
I'm going to say this right now. Whatever you decide to do after you see the summer song, you need to tell me, because we could end tonight.
Lovely.
Do we understand?
Like, what is our plan after the summer song?
Once you, whatever you decide to do, you gotta tell me, are you gonna go to Tenebris or not? I need to know that. Is that fair?
That is very fair.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys go to Eldath. Because unfortunately, a couple years ago, Chuck died.
I know, he's in the afterlife.
And your mother-in-law greatly appreciated the man who took care of you.
Nice.
So you stroll up and you see a man in his prime. He looks like he did 20 years ago when you were on the Force.
Chucky!
Yo! My man! Oh! Been long.
Looking good.
Your ass is so good, bro.
Oh, your chin.
Ooh.
I wouldn't mind sitting on that.
Is this part of the plan?
Chucky. You know, I'd
I just
stare
need to
right into your eyes all day.
I just want to support you, and he holds up your buns.
Aw, Chucky, you know those are for honey only.
They were mine from 5 to 9.
Honey,
Or 9 to 5.
honey buns?
5 to 9, 9 to 5, you know, I switch it around. Hey.
Ready for this?
Hey, we're facing world-ending oblivion.
Huh?
Like,
You can do
Whoa.
your weird courting rituals later, but we need help.
yeah, I think the rapture is
Whoa.
probably about to happen.
Hey, this is strictly platonic.
Still
Yeah.
weird.
I would never betray honey like that.
No. And I had my husband.
Yeah.
And my wife.
Yeah.
My wife.
I had Sally. And I had
Greg. Sally and Greg.
Sally and Greg. What's a rhyme that has Greg in it?
Oh, I thought we were just naming
No, I
people.
was going Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
Oh.
Greg sells Greg by the seashore.
Yeah, and Eldath comes over and she's like, "Hey, what's ending? Why is the world ending?"
Well, we don't know
so
yet.
do you know the Prima we were talking
Yeah,
about?
you told
how
me about that.
Tenebrous is locked up. Pretty sure we're walking into a trap to release him.
Or we already gave someone the tools to do that. Mm-hmm. And either way, we need to not have that happen.
Though I feel like they would have already had the tools to release him with the elite team. The other elite team. Because Persenia went and got the note from the maze.
But they
She would have already had that.
did something that the council, or I guess Ordo, didn't like. They didn't fulfill his plan, or else we wouldn't be here, right? Like they did something different, and now he's trying to figure out what that was, or how to prevent that happening again.
I'm trying to figure out what that was and get us to carry out his plan at the same time.
Yeah, because we'd be foolish to assume that he didn't have a part with the original distrust in Partum. Like, if he's trying to manipulate them, the first thing he's going to do is tell them, don't trust Partum, and then lead them a set of breadcrumbs like we were following until they get to what he wanted, right?
And when they figured out, the first time Persenia said, we don't trust Partum, was after they went and talked to Mundanus. And who was there?
They said they were suspicious of him after they found the statue of the Prima.
Well, the statue had priests whose note said, hey, the Prima did abandon us, except Tenebrous. So screw the Prima.
And so they went on their mission and filed the paperwork in Kliss
So maybe it wasn't
To
Ordo,
get-
but
to get to Tenebrous.
Which was going to be our next move, and then the summer song stole our friend. So we need to get an audience with the summer song.
Oh, yes, and so why are we reinforcement?
I don't know.
we'd
think we need
appreciate.
more.
Yeah, we don't know what we're going up against, and someone else does, and has probably set a trap for us.
I am here. Are you asking your family for help, John?
I'm scared that if I ask you for help and you're hurt and
John, we're a family. We bear the load together.
I need help.
She gives you a great big smile, like she's been fucking waiting for this day. And the spring from around here shifts and moves, and it lifts you all up, and it begins to dash over towards where the summer song is. And she's just fucking water bending everyone over.
Is there anything we need to get ready for when we see this guy again?
That's information you need to tell me.
Grumly looks at the rest.
I think it's probably a good idea to go in guns blazing.
All right.
If we're about to face a god, or I guess an ex-god,
Oh. So he doesn't have power?
well, I thought he gave it up, but it does seem like he still has some powers. I don't fully understand how.
Considering he snatched Zara from the cosmic whale, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Pardon speaks up. Yeah, we still have, like, some things. Like, I was able to make the cosmic whales and everything.
Pardon,
And,
do you
like-
want to face Madonnas?
I can try.
Because if...
Because Bivium still has his cave. Bivium's using whatever magic he has to do his little cave of destiny, right? So, like, we still have a bit. We're not gods.
Do you know what magic Madonna still has left?
Vaguely. It's whatever. It's gonna be on par with mine.
Great.
Is
so
there
you
anything
can-
that he might do to us that we need to be ready for?
Nothing you can't do worse to him.
Great. And if your power can match his, then you can protect us. If he, I don't know, fires
You
a
are
death
actually
ray on
probably
us.
gonna be able to protect me more.
Well, that's encouraging.
You guys are stronger than I am.
And we're stronger than he is.
Precisely. And you have a fucking god.
All right,
High five my mother-in-law.
let's get our friend back.
All right.
You guys start heading through, and you see the diva, like, getting ready to fight, and Eldath's eyes just glow with this electric energy, and she snaps her fingers, and she fucking smites both of them.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was trying to do.
She, like, tosses her hair and winks at you, Score.
John, your mother-in-law's
Stop
great.
Flirting with the 24-year-old guy.
And you burst through into his little villa, and you find where you last saw him. And you see he's meditating, playing his flute again. You see Devotion writhing in pain next to him, and you see Zara's dead body in front.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast the flute out of his hands.
Okay.
And in the same motion, I point my sword at him and I say, "What have you done?"
I fulfilled our agreement.
You motherfucker.
Whoa!
Can I say that? Can I say that?
Yeah!
Okay.
Yes, you
Do
can.
you want me to say it in more of a Gromley voice?
No, that was great.
Okay.
You keep that. That was fucking real. Kill me all you like. I don't care. I'm over it.
Well, we do. We may not have been around 1,000 years, but we also haven't lost the humanity that keeps us grounded. The humanity that you might have never had. And we're gonna kill you now.
I think we need a little information.
Okay. We can get information and then kill him. But he's dying.
Well, isn't that what he wants?
I don't want him making any more
Couldn't we-
deals again.
I'd like to cast Hold Person
Yeah?
on Madonna's.
He's not even gonna resist. You don't even have to roll.
Oh, damn. Okay. I think that the worst punishment would just to hold him. Not physically, but keep him in a boring thing without any music or entertainment. until he tells us what the heck is going on.
Great
Still
idea,
not
John,
fair.
but that is time that we don't have.
I know torture techniques if we need them.
And now that's what I'm talking about. I think that's an excellent idea.
Great, torture always works.
I'm gonna say I'm stepping in as the producer. We're not gonna describe.
No, I know. I was just
No,
saying.
we do it really
We
good, just
faced
like
the
the, just
I
like
was
the
just saying that because
CIA
he's-
does, just like them.
I was just saying that because I thought it was funny. Because he's 6
No,
years
no,
old
that's
and a
good.
orphan.
It's fine. You can say that. I'm just gonna make sure everyone knows we're not describing that.
No. Just write fanfic if you
I'd
want
like
that.
Yeah, we go waterboarding with them. That sounds fun, right?
Yeah, we're probably going to go on a big waterboarding trip.
I'd like to cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Do I have to roll?
I think it's a wisdom save.
Yeah, 16.
He fails.
What's the plan?
I don't have one. What's the radius?
60 feet.
Okay. Everyone needs to roll a wisdom save.
Can I just not?
If you
can I
want
just
to
fail?
auto fail, yeah, you can
Yeah.
auto fail if you want.
Yeah, I got
a 15.
You fail.
15 I feel?
A 15 fails. Okay. I have no plan. I have been stuck guarding this mutt for 20 years. If you want to release me of this, go for it.
Why make deals? Why kill? What's the point of any of it?
Zara wanted the deal. She offered to protect him. And if she didn't, the consequences were severe.
She steps
In that
away from him
case-
for 1 second and you kill him and then say, oh, you didn't protect him.
He went to Tenebris.
He went to
And
Tenebris.
Tenebris almost killed him. So yes, I brought him back.
Right, and what happens to you if Devotion dies?
I don't know.
Oh, great. We could all find out together.
He can't die. My magic is imbued with him.
Yeah, so all we're hearing is if he dies, you die.
I don't know that.
All I'm hearing is he couldn't die. So
Death would be much better for me.
But is it better for him?
What happened at Tenebris?
Are you asking Devotion?
Yeah.
He looks up and you see this black liquid floating around him, almost as if it was in space. With the anti-gravity. And it's warping in and out, and it's coming in and out of his eyes, swishing around his horns. I went in. I saw my mother. I saw all of them. I didn't fucking care about them. I ran to my mother. And he tried to get inside of me, as he did with them. I still feel him.
Them is that cosmic elite team number 1. Persenia.
They were all there. I can still feel them. Of what's left. They're gone. But I feel their power. He has them.
He has their power while they're...
The soul is gone.
so they're
Their strength.
dead.
still
They're just puppets.
Can we get them back?
You know, it would have served you right, Devotion. You're lucky you had the Summer Song here to bail you out and kill our friend. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And if you were willing to run right into that and become a husk puppeted around by Tenebris, well, serves you right.
I used Ordo. This was my plan.
Some plan. I mean, look at you. I've looked in a mirror lately. God.
Can Score roll me a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Alright.
3.
Oh god.
That's a lot of dice.
I didn't like that.
Some of the one was just really cocked and it just kept going. You take 34 points of damage as black tendrils come out of the ground and grab you. And you are currently being held to the ground. You are prone and you are grappled.
Quick question. Did the dinner and talk count as a short rest?
Sure.
Thank you.
Oh, big guy, huh? Now you've got all this power from Tenebris. Can I make a roll to get out of this? Can I roll
To wriggle out?
acrobatics?
A wriggle roll?
Roll a dex save again.
Okay.
Or first you need to roll
Yeah?
athletics to get out of the grapple.
Okay.
And then you get to fail
And
your
then-
dex save.
Well, that's a 14. So,
Yeah, you're still held onto the ground. And because you struggled.
oh no.
I really
that was
adopted the big bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 points of damage.
Great. Awesome.
I'm going to cast, using this scroll I have prepared, Vortex Warp.
Ooh. I love Vortex Warp. Yeah.
And I'm going to warp him.
Okay, yeah, you can warp him out.
I warp him out. I put him at a good distance away from the tentacles.
What's left of this plan? You obviously failed. You barely got out of there with your soul. You can't get Tenebris out.
I don't want Tenebris.
I know you wanted your mother's body out of there so you could be free. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, and what was the rest of that plan? You're just free?
I don't have this thing keeping control of me.
Well, clearly that backfired.
Twice.
You said you were using Ordo. What does he want? Because...
The Cosmic Coalition.
Yeah, but what does he want with Tenebris?
He doesn't.
What do you mean he doesn't? He
Doesn't
just...
fucking care. I told him if he could get my mother out and help me get my mother out, I would give him the Cosmic Coalition.
And you ran in before he could get your end of the deal.
I told him once my mother was out, everything would fall into place.
He
He
must
filed
have...
the paperwork.
He must have known, though, that if you were to go in, there's no way you'd make it out in one piece, right? Like, he knows what Tenebris is capable of.
I told him all of you were coming.
If you had just stuck with us, then you could have, I think, gaslighted
Oh,
the word.
keep the moping, you large robot. Jeez, all you do is whine.
I'm 6 years old.
Yeah, and all you do is
just want
complain
my mom.
and snark. It's a real improvement, I gotta say. I like listening to it so much more.
DM, how far away am I physically from devotion?
How far away did you put him?
I teleported him, like, probably at our distance, maybe a bit further. It's probably like 20, 30 feet.
Okay. Sorry.
And you stupid... Oh,
Novo said you'd be an excellent adversary on the inside. Turns out you can't even do your job that you're assigned to. You're all selfish, just like me.
Maybe my destiny isn't to follow blindly the orders of the people who are really in control behind things, huh? We're nothing like you.
I don't think wanting your family safe is selfish. But
So-
hurting others to do that is selfish.
Oh, I don't give a rat's ass about my
We know.
mother.
We don't care. Wait, sorry?
I think we've gotten all the information that we need from Devotion. I'm gonna cast Harm.
Okay.
So that's Constitution 16 and
A Constitution saving throw for me?
Yeah.
I don't have to. He poofs away. He's no longer there.
shit.
I told you. He can't be killed.
That's gonna be 52 damage.
Oh no.
Oh. Would it
Do what
work
you
if
want
we
with
killed
me.
you at the same time?
I don't know.
No, all Devotion wants in the world is to get out of this. Killing Mundanus is what he needs.
Yeah,
He wants out of this deal.
we could kill him, or we could send his palace into the sea and hope that no one ever finds him again.
I don't know if killing me is going to end this deal. All I know is that it alleviates me of the authority.
Yeah, I say we kind of just throw his castle into the ocean and hope that that tides him over for the next 1,000 years.
End it.
Ew, are you kidding?
Why not? Why not
Dude,
just...
I know you're begging to die. Don't you see that's exactly why we're not gonna give it to you? At least for now. I mean, you're like a moping teenager, but you enabled someone who is very willing to end the world just to be free of you.
And you killed our friend.
You killed Sarah.
She knew what she was getting into.
No.
No.
No, she didn't.
You didn't show exactly what was gonna happen. You didn't say that her life was on the line.
She made a promise to protect him, but she made a promise to protect all of us and everyone that she could. And she tried to do both, and you tricked her.
She gave Devotion
So-
the benefit of the doubt. Devotion got himself hurt, and you took that out on her. You are the one carrying this out. There is no burden of responsibility on Sarah here. You killed her. And we are going to make you pay for that. But until we know for sure that Devotion is gone for good, until we can get rid of him, you are the one with the authority over him. And keeping you alive lets us use you as a tool.
Can you go get him?
Why would I?
We'll release you. We just need to control Devotion. And then we can get you anything you need. Even if that means death.
He starts doing the same kind of ritual that he did to make the deal with Zara. He extends it to you, John.
John,
Is that a promise?
John, think about this.
Dude, how dumb do you think I am?
Yeah, I'm gonna break your
I
pinky
shake
finger
your
off
hand
your
and
hand.
then you kill me?
I bring you devotion and then you kill me.
Now that I'm willing to take.
That's the deal.
I
Score
refuse.
sticks his hand out.
No, I don't
Can
want to.
Signal like grab Score and push him away?
It's only for John.
John looks at Eldath.
She goes, like the shrugged of what the fuck?
This guy thrives off control. Don't give him it.
Come on, what does it matter which one of us kills you? I'd be happy to do it myself, I can tell you that much.
He's already said he can't die. Why are you still thinking that we can kill him?
I can die.
I don't think Devotion ever can, unless his mother's body is returned to this spot.
Great. So to kill Devotion, we have to go to Tenebris and end up as puppets. Soulless puppets for Tenebris to use as he sees fit. He
So
can't even get
what-
out of there. We're just like dolls.
So guys,
Mandanis.
what is the plan?
I have a
Fucking
plan.
no, bro.
I have a plan.
I have
You
one
want-
too.
okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Mandanis, I think you're getting a bit more out of this deal than I am. We need a way to control Devotion. If we can get him controlled and in a place where he can't escape, or
Tell me where you want him. I'll bring him there. You kill me. You release me. You bring me back
Mundanus,
to where it all started.
Can-
You let me see Prolium.
can you get us in and out of Tenebris unharmed?
I give up my power to seal him. He'll kill me.
isn't that what you want?
Your soul doesn't leave. It's trapped in that plane.
Yeah, and right now that seems like a rather fitting punishment for you, considering what you've
No,
done.
that's different than what Devotion said. Devotion said that their souls were gone and their bodies and power continued. You're saying that their souls are still there?
Souls are in the realm, they're just not in the bodies. Devotion has some sort of connection, like a hive mind.
Is there a way to return the souls to the body, remove that control?
I don't even know how.
Who would?
Tenebris.
But
They're trapped. That realm that we locked him in is his. He can't leave it, but he has control of it.
do you know what Devotion is doing?
Not the faintest fucking clue. Because I don't care.
Who's the Black Whisper?
I don't know.
Or his thing of...
I
Where's
don't.
his father?
His father. I don't pay attention to Devotion's life.
I see three options here. One is just to walk away. I don't know. We certainly can. But the other two, we try to get into the Chaos Realm and save everyone, but risk everything. Or we try to find a way to destroy the gate. Or hide it in a way that it's not a story that can repeat itself with a new generation each time losing themselves to it.
I can plane shift. If I can get into Tenebris, I can get Devotion's mother's body out.
But everyone else, and even if we were just in there for a second, that could be long enough for him to grab hold of us and
Listen,
do what he wills.
the ones who sent us after the previous elite team were the Cosmic Coalition.
the council.
It is no secret that I harbor no sort of positive will towards them. I don't care. Signal, please don't take offense at this. I would love to get Brisenia out if I could, but for me, the primary goal is to get Devotion out of here. I want Devotion gone. I want Devotion wiped off the face of the earth.
I don't take offense to it.
And if the only way we can
just
do
like
that...
war. Everyone has to die at some time.
Which brings me to my next point. I don't care if I get out. I just know that I can get in and plane shift her body out.
Score, they had power too. Elite Team number 1 had power too.
I'm not trying
We're
to
just
fight
making
Tenebris.
their same mistakes.
I'm not trying to fight Tenebris. I'm not trying to save everyone. I'm trying to get one body out.
We don't need to kill Devotion.
Why not? What do you mean we don't need to kill Devotion? Devotion is the one trying to access Tenebris's power. Tenebris is sealed. Tenebris is dealt with, right? Devotion is the one trying to access that power, and he will not stop. You heard him, and he cannot die. He's going to do this again and again and again, and people are going to die.
Yeah, so we just need to
So
end the cycle.
Yes, by ending devotion.
Or destroying the gate. He can't
Or
get to
just putting
Tenebris
him
at all.
in a cage that he can't leave.
It doesn't matter. Thousands of years will pass, and someone will stumble into him and let him out. That's what we did. He was trapped here, and we gave him a free ride out. And someone will be stupid enough to make the same mistake.
Before, too.
Yeah, exactly. He will keep escaping. He will keep finding ways out because he has forever to do so.
Squirrel,
Then
I'd
we
like...
have there's no rush.
Yeah, Squirrel, I'd like to stop him. I would. I'd like to avenge Zara, even though he didn't kill her, but he did, in a way. I don't know that we are able to. We could try, but we could just lose more of ourselves the same way that they got lost. Like,
I'm not asking the rest of you to come with me. I'm asking you to be there on the other end to wherever I send Devotion's mother's body.
I mean, it's your risk to take, but I think we should just try
But, hey, no. Devotion's mother's body is now Tenebris.
Yeah, even if we get it out. I mean,
So if you take Devotion's mother's body out of that realm, you're releasing Tenebris.
I think, I mean, again, it's everyone's call here, but we might, if we can find a way to destroy the gates or hide it, then Devotion may never be able to get in.
He'll just find another way.
Is there another way? Because
we live in a multiverse of endless possibilities. There's going to be another way.
But he needed that scroll. Remember, like, he needed that gateway in. He came along with us.
That was the most convenient plan for him at the time. I'm sure if you give him 1,000 years, he'll think up something else.
We're going in circles, so...
There's no solution.
I think both of our solutions...
There's no solution where we defeat this. The best that we can do is have evil at bay for just a little bit.
So, I'm going to ask everyone individually what they would like to do. And then I will ask if anyone wants to help anyone. And we'll go from there. Gromley? What does Gromley want to do?
Gromley wants this road that they've followed to be destroyed. The paper trail, the registration to get to the gateway itself, the scroll, but mostly the gateway and the road to the gateway through the bureaucracy, through that paper trail. Like, he wants to destroy it. Which involves following it to the conclusion, but not going through the gates, and instead trying to find a way to remove it.
So you don't want to go into the realm, you just want to
Gromley
make it impossible to get there again.
Yeah, Gromley is almost certain that if anyone goes in, that they are going to die. And he doesn't want anyone else to die.
John, what do you want to do?
I think what John wants to do is figure out a way that could contain Devotion and then shake Mundanus' hand, get Mundanus to get Devotion into that box and seal it.
Does that include killing Mundanus?
That would include killing Mundanus.
Okay. Signal. What does Signal want to do?
On the baseline, Signal desperately wants his mother back. And try and figure out some way to, like, get her soul back in her body, but also make it so Tenebris doesn't come out with her. But he also knows that's not
something that can happen. So if
So what do you
somehow
wanna
it
do?
works out, it works out. But sealing the gate and making sure Devotion doesn't pull a little stunt again is what he wants to do.
So you want to seal the gate like Gromley does.
Yes.
Okay. Score. What do you want to do?
The score wants to go to Tenebris. But
It's whatever you want to do. Just say it out loud.
I feel like if we can get Ordo on our side, we can find a way to trick Devotion. But I don't know that that's really within the realm of possibility for us. And so, yeah, Score's main goal is to end Devotion and put an end to the cycle that way, which requires killing Tenebris. So, in the long term, Score's most invested in finding a solution to kill Tenebris.
Does anyone want to help anyone with their action?
I mean, I'd like to work together. I think if
Individually? Is anyone, like, Gromley, would you want to help Signal's thing? Signal, do you want to help Gromley? Does anyone want to help John in what they're doing? Does anyone want to help Score in what they're doing? I'm just seeing if there is mutual among the ideas.
If we can kill Tenebris,
John would help Gromley destroy the path as well.
if we
Along with Signal?
and if
Score?
we can kill Tenebris, we can free Presinia, and I also want to get rid of Ordo. To be quite honest,
You
if
can't
he's
kill-
trying to take over the Cosmic Coalition, which has proven itself to be like a horrible institution that really only ruins things. Yeah, Score is seeing red. So Score wants Mundanus gone, Score wants Ordo gone, and Score wants Devotion gone.
we could try to destroy the whole realm, but I have a feeling that wouldn't work. And the reason
Yeah.
he was sealed was because it was too powerful to destroy.
Yeah, it would be like breaking a prison, right? If we destroy the realm,
It took
Tenebris just
4
gets out.
gods
Yeah.
to seal 5 gods to seal him in there.
So we need to find something more
We're-
powerful.
we have no
We need
chance.
to find something more powerful than 5 gods.
The five of the 6
The 5
creators of the
gods
universe.
that created this universe,
All of the universes.
more powerful than the 5 gods that created this
The
universe.
magic
So-
of friendship.
Is first order of action sounds like we have a majority going to kill the paper trail. Is that what you guys are going to do? Score, John, you do not have to go with them. But in terms of wrapping this up, it sounds like the paper trail and the way to get to the realm is being destroyed. Unless anyone wants to oppose.
I think stopping the paper trail and realistically where there's no way we can kill Tenebris. Like if 5 gods couldn't, there's no way us little chums could.
There's a possibility we could trick him, but I think all of us, we can have a united goal in destroying the trail itself and finding the gate, and then from there decide if we want to try to manipulate either Norvos or Tenebris or someone else into getting what we need.
Okay.
I'm down with that.
So you guys spend the time removing all access to the gate. There are now only certain people that are aware that it's there. That includes yourself.
Yeah, Gromley would go into the archives and he would once they arrived on his home planet, he would find all the paper evidence and all the digital archived evidence and try to find a way to destroy them with his clearance as a elite team member.
Yeah, you can totally delete it. You can even keep track of everyone that he has ever known about it.
Signal will destroy all the USBs and anything that he has. He'll just try and encode. So if someone tries to hack him, because I think that would be funny if it was possible, they would have a hard time.
Also setting up fake trails to fake gateways.
Yeah.
Like the same silly route that we went, we create as many equally silly routes to other places.
Okay. John. Score. What are you doing? And anyone wanting to help?
I consult Gidaleth on how to build a containment cell that will last like 1,000 years at least.
And why would they help you with that?
Not Gidaleth. My mother-in-law.
Oh, Eldath?
Eldath.
Shit. I don't really build things.
Who builds things? Do you know anyone?
Partum speaks up. I build things.
Pardon, you want to help?
Yeah, I would need probably like a god's help to like reinforce it, but I can come up with the schematics.
I might know a god.
I might be that god.
You are that god.
All right. So Partum and Eldath get to it, and they create it. Score. Are you opposing this?
No. I don't want to have to do this. I'm going nuclear. I'm asking Granny.
2.
I'm asking Granny how to get at Tenebris, like in any way possible.
Well, you gotta go to Cliss, and then you can use that plane shift that you have.
Okay, use it too.
Get there. I think it only works once a day, though.
Okay, and then once I'm there, what can I do?
I don't know. I don't know no Tenebris. I know how to get there.
Great, so you know just as much as I do.
But you can get there.
Score's gonna go to Tenebris and start filling out the paperwork, I guess.
There's no paperwork to fill out, but you know where the gate is.
Right.
So do
You
this.
go to
Score.
Cliff? Are you going in?
Not
Score,
before
don't do
before I
this.
take a nice long rest.
Of course, you can long rest.
Okay.
Are you alerting us of this?
Yeah. Score's telling everyone.
Is anyone stopping
it's
Score?
going to Tenebris.
Score.
Score, you know this is a bad idea.
This ends one way.
This is not your only option.
And what?
You can live a long and happy life. I set up a John J. Jingleheimer Schmidt, his name is my name too, college scholarship fund for you and Signal.
Say his
You did?
name.
I did. Of course. I always planned that if you wanted to, you could come and live with me and Honey.
John.
You can have a family with us.
Score, I know you want to finish this, but it's never really over.
That's
what
I'm trying to say. It's not going to be over.
But it's
Right,
not
no
going to be
matter how
over
many
if you finish
cages we
this
build,
well.
we're just putting off the inevitable. I can go live a happy life, sick to my stomach, knowing that Devotion is out there and that he's going to try this again and that he's going to hurt more people. And that I didn't do anything to try to stop it. I just
You
put
did.
it.
We all did.
No.
Is anyone-
Locking him in a closet and turning off the light is not doing something. It's ignoring the problem.
No, he ran out the
Score.
door, and we can chase him down, trying forever to find him and getting ourselves killed, or we can try to do right to the other people that are alive right now.
Score.
And
At a certain point in every young man's life, they get to make their own choices. You're a 24-year-old adult man. If you choose to do this, that's your choice. That's your decision. I respect that decision. But it's not your only choice.
Listen, like Zara, I don't have anything to go back to, really. Like Signal, I don't have anything to go back to. It's either I do this,
you can
or
stay with me and Annie. You
and
can go to college. You can build a life.
the coalition won't let me, John. The coalition won't let that happen.
You fulfilled your destiny.
Yeah,
All there is left to do is tell them a little bit of information, and then you're free.
You really
Also,
think they're going to do that?
That is actually how that works. I did explain that earlier.
Yeah,
But
you think you're just gonna take their word for that?
Score, I want to take down the Cosmic Coalition. Not, burning them to the ground, but we need to...
Is anyone physically stopping Score?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Not in like a hurty way, but just in like, I'm holding you. I'm strong.
Gromley
don't
said
leave.
yes first. Gromley, go ahead.
Gromley grabs one of his pant legs with his little tiny hand. And
Okay.
if it's not too tight of a pant leg, or if he's wearing pants at all.
Signal, what are you doing?
Like sort of holding him. Like just like standing behind him and like wrapping his arms around Score. Kind of like in a hug, but in a hug where it's like you can't leave.
Score, I just want to let you know that does not stop you from using plane shift on yourself.
No.
Score, what if there is a way to beat him, but it's not this? What if in 4 years from now, there is a team of people who are trying their best to stop Devotion, and you could be there with them, prepared, training for the next 4 years, for that moment where you get to try to stop him. But if you go today here, you might not get that chance, and that team doesn't get to know everything that you know and have your skill set with them. And in 4 years from now, maybe you are strong enough to take on Tenebris. But right now, you'd be running headfirst into blackness that we know people have died in. And I don't think anyone here wants you to go. I think that there's a lot that you can do. That you have a lot of courage, a little bit foolhardy, but a lot of the best heroes are that way. They run head first, but this isn't a fight we think you can win on your own. Not now, at least.
Score, what are you doing?
Score is going to summon an echo 15 feet in front of him, swap positions, so that now Signal and Gromley are holding the echo, and plane shift to Kliss.
Oh my god.
So you had to go to Kliss first, by the way, in order to get to
So this happened
Tenebris.
at Kliss.
This happened at Kliss.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, well,
So you
I'll have to
teleport to Tenebris. It's dark in here. And you feel things moving, and it feels like you're standing in a puddle, and that puddle starts to creep up your leg, and in the distance, you hear the tip, tap, tip, tap, as Persenia comes out. Her arms are puppet-like, almost as if they're dangling from strings, but you can't see them. Her feet ever so delicately touching the ground as the puppet master moves her towards you. Faith comes. You've never seen her before. She looks like Devotion, but older and more feminine. Out come the rest of the elite team. Tip, tap. They surround you. Tip, tap.
I'm gonna cast Mirror Image.
Before you even get a chance, the liquid coming up your leg pours into your mouth and you are dragged to the ground. As only if someone could teleport you out, you could be freed. But Tenebris doesn't give you a chance. You're swallowed. And Score, your soul, along with Granny's, because Granny's hitching a ride on you, is trapped. And you are stuck in what feels like this spherical pool of ichor. And you feel the presence of 6 other souls in here. John, are you going to Mundanus?
Have we constructed a
Yes,
cage?
already.
Yep.
Mundanus puts devotion in there. This ichor's worse. It started taking over his arm. He's in pain. I did my part of the deal.
How do you want to die?
Quickly.
I take out a knife with no nicks, and I slit his throat.
Oh! Okay. You fulfill your deal. Epilogues! I told you this was not... I sat you all down and I went, so if something bad happens, we know why.
I mean,
This is why I sat you all down.
Amancio had about 12 outs, and he did not take them.
So, let's start with Score.
All right.
You're trapped in a bubble of ichor, surrounded by a bunch of souls. You and Granny and 6 others.
Hanging out with Persenia and the gang.
Is there anything you want to do while you're in there? I'm sorry I don't have a lot of options for you.
I'm just gonna talk to Granny about a lot of stuff. Talk about talk to the others about what we do if we get out of here. I'm gonna tell Persenia all about everything that happened. Yeah.
She, asks you everything about Signal and how he was. And
I'm gonna tell Faith that her child is wretched.
Hey, your son's he's a little bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
She asks if he's safe.
I hope not. Unfortunately, it seems likely.
Just imagine you're all disembodied heads, like the Scooby-Doo live action movie.
Is there anything else you want to give Score?
No, that's Score's final act was to try to do something, and in the end, accomplish nothing.
Holy fuck, this is a dark ass ending for us. By the way, this is not how I thought this campaign was gonna go. I did not think you weren't gonna trust the otter. John. What's John's epilogue?
This is actually the best outcome for John.
Score's gone.
Okay, no, here's the thing, is I have so many different epilogues, and one of them is if he dies, and it is undoubtedly Score's fault.
Read from that one, please.
Honestly, he forgives everyone, of all of these things, but, if he dies because of the fucking otter, kill the otter, make it your life's mission, kill the fucking otter. Anyway, so, this is the if he lives. Mm-hmm. So, we deserve a soft epilogue, my love. So, John and Honey have date nights twice a week. They have Friday dinners with the whole family, and they spend all of Saturdays together with no technology. They just have family time. Cam and Pam and Susie make puzzles together, and they cook. John was already the barbecue master, but he takes over responsibility of cooking for half the week. He's working through Julia Child's recipe book under the watchful eye of Honey. They fall more in love than ever before, and they live in peace and joy. He also opens up an orphanage and the orphanage. He establishes the first private orphanage in New York City.
I forgot that we put that in.
He helps raise hundreds of children. He gets to see them growing up. At the bottom, in all cases, they go to therapy, and Signal gets a college scholarship to study biology or whatever he wants. It's called the John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too, college scholarship.
Signal.
Okay, I gotta change mine a bit because apparently the coalition is bad now.
Shh, it's always been bad.
We'll just say that they went to a different place. But after all of this...
You could always go to the Fiend in the Fey world.
He could.
Of fiends and fae.
After all of this, Signal just wants to, like, grow up and, like, as a kid, you know, have a childhood. And he wanted to do
You're
it...
always welcome with John.
He wanted to do it with Persenia, but he can't do that. But he knows that she's watching him from wherever she is, or at least Score is telling him or telling her something. He stays with Kaz wherever they go, visiting like Maria and Rose, and maybe like having barbecues with John. And obviously, you know, giving Gromley tours of very high up places. And he heals. He goes to therapy. Heals better. He starts using what he learned in the war for different things. He starts to wear different clothes, like ones for furbolgs because they're like nature. He likes nature. And he becomes a druid, like Persenia. He still does ranger stuff because Aurora is technically his therapy animal. And he kind of needs that. And he tries and rescues as many Warforged and Drakes as he can from his home planet. And give them a life outside of war.
I just imagine the wild shape is like a transformer.
That's kind of no. That has to happen.
Do you use the scholarship at all?
Oh yes, he does.
Environmental science or biology?
Probably that. Something with nature.
Ecology.
But like fantasy nature.
Yeah.
Fantasy ecology.
Yeah, ecology probably is. Yeah.
Fantasy ecology. You go to Merlin's Fantasy College for fantasy ecology.
And John is begging Signal, like, please go to a real school.
It's online. You get a degree that you can print out on your printer.
And Signal is
he
a printer.
He has a printer inside of him.
Alright. Gromley.
Alright.
It's you, bud.
Yeah, I think the first thing Gromley does, is try to work with Partum to take down, or at the very least, restructure the Cosmic Coalition. With the access to all the archives and the information, he spends a good while creating a legal case that in his world of bureaucracy, he could hopefully take down the Cosmic Coalition, especially with like Norvos being secretly an ex Prima. They're just building a case around that. And then eventually when that is finished, if he is able to stay on the Cosmic Coalition ship, because, you know, who's to say what'll happen to that, he'd like to continue traveling and like continuing to record stuff and then publishing it so people can learn about what's out there. If he isn't able to continue using the ship, he would still add to and complete the works that he already has recorded, and publishing that and trying to help others learn about what's out there and hopefully increase interest in multiplane or multi-dimensional travel. He spent many of his remaining days traveling where he could and recording stuff and leaving his role at the Cosmic Coalition. And he just continued doing that and publishing as much as he could about the worlds until he passed away and hopefully inspired future generations.
When all of this goes down, you delete the paper trail. Score goes nuclear. John, Partum, and Eldath contain Devotion. And they contain him on the Cosmic Whale. His prison is there. Partum helps you take down the Cosmic Coalition. It can never permanently be gone, but the institution itself no longer runs. There's still people there. Like, Partum takes back the ships.
Yeah.
But can't erase what these people know. Especially since Partum removes the universal barrier. They're still going to try and stop, bad things from happening. But he starts to explore with you. And as he explores, he tries to find people that he can trust to bring aboard the Cosmic Whale that's now housing 5 other ships to go out and do good. He wants the Cosmic Coalition to work. He understands how it went last time. Didn't. And he's making sure that you are his closest ally. He's not bringing too many people on, but he's not leaving it to 5 people anymore. And you and him are checking everyone coming on this ship.
Finally, Gromley's neuroticism can come to use.
So there's probably about maybe 10 of you at this point. It's been about 5 years to assemble this many people. Partum is so scared to trust anyone. Probably doesn't help that you're probably egging this on too.
He's like, oh no, there might be the enemy. You're like, yeah,
No!
He's like, I can't trust anyone. You're like, you're right, you can't trust anyone. Especially my cousin Gert.
Gromley has not used that fridge a single time since that incident.
But
he has spaceman food.
You're doing your best. And he's doing his best. And he's not hiding anything anymore. And mostly what he does now is build. He makes sure everyone has a place, but he mostly just wants to build. And he's probably the one to find the note from Zara and share it with those of you left. And so the Cosmic Coalition ends. Partum's ragtag team of dummies.
Partum's party.
Partum's party. And
the PP.
You...
I'm sorry, I said the PP.
Normally I get to say you all live happily ever after, but that's so untrue.
But we don't.
I live happily ever after.
You live happily ever after.
I live something. I do want to say, though, that I think Signal would try and keep in touch with Partum and would be extremely apologetic. And would try to become besties with him.
Oh.
He's so open. He's he was trying to be besties with you the whole time.
We just become brothers immediately.
But yes, if we repeat the mistakes of the past, the consequences are bound to be the same or similar. That's why we must learn from the past. A story will unfold 1,000 times over if you don't close it. You stopped Tenebris from being released. That was the worst outcome.
What?
Yeah. I'll explain after this.
If we opened that gate, he would have slithered right out.
The worst thing was if you released him, and you stopped that. And I'm trying to formulate this, because this is not how I thought this was going to go. I thought I had everything figured out, and then you guys did a whole new thing. You did the best that you could, and you stopped the story from repeating. And you did good. I'm sorry this didn't end very happy or very satisfying. But sometimes a tragic ending is a satisfying end as well. Thank you so much for listening to Fayfinders Campaign Cosmos.
Thank you.
I was your dungeon master, Ashley.
It's been wonderful. Thank you, Ashley, our dungeon master,
Thank you.
for setting all of this wonderful stuff up.
Thank you
that
for
Ashley's
putting up with us.
I'll explain it to you guys later. Like, we didn't just play this campaign.
Oh no, guys, you did nothing the way I thought it was gonna go.
We never do.
Absolutely
No, we
nothing.
never do.
I
Thought
dangled.
we would is
I
questionable.
dangled so many things in your guys' faces, hoping I could, like, save you, and nothing worked. And I sat on call with Sam, and I even talked to Hannah, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I think they're gonna fucking die.
You
I don't know
dangled
what to
the
do.
carrot, but we dug up the potato.
Literally. I told you this was up, and you went, no, that's down. And I went, huh?
Truly the only thing that saved me is because I was like, John's not dying. If John dies, I will be so upset.
It was terrifying, but thank you for the most stress-inducing campaign I've ever run.
Oh, that's what we do.
Thank you, broski.
Anything you guys want to say before we end it?
Baba
Go
booey.
Ashley.
Baba booey?
Baba booey.
Baba booey. You all get a gold star.
Stay
You all get a
safe out
gold
there.
star.
It's dangerous.
See you later, Fayfinders, in the next adventure.